Selling a house can make you crazy. Moving can make you crazy. So, what can make you not so crazy during both of those things? Hire a great realtor. Justin Tucker, for the third year in a row, is the Sumner County Realtor of the Year at the Main Street Awards. And there's a reason for that. Check out his socials. He and his wife and his entire team have done amazing work for helping you come up with great ideas to sell your home quicker without a lot of stress and without a lot of money. Justin Tucker joins us on Main Street today.
Hi, Justin.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing fabulous.
It's a good day, I'll just say that. My wife's birthday's today.
Have you started panic shopping yet?
So I think I'm just going to take her whenever things calm down. Me and her's going to go on a trip for about 4 days and just get away.
That's a good plan. First of all, congratulations on being a Main Street Award winner for the third year in a row for the top realtor. I think that's just awesome.
Well, I appreciate that.
I'm a big fan of Pinterest and Instagram, and I think there's nothing that shows off real estate better than those two formats because the pictures can be right there and people can pin them and see what they love. And you do such a great job of marrying the dream home with the homes that are available and saying, you can either do this to this home or this home is available.
That's a part of our business that has evolved over time. Whenever my wife, Mandy, she taught for 7 or 8 years at Mount Juliet High School. And when we had decided for her to step out of the teaching role and come in to work on the team, that was her primary focus for us initially, was to help us be a little different than everyone else when it comes to social media and marketing. I believe over the last year or so, I think we've done that. As far as the content between her and the team, they've done, I would say, a top-notch job. I'm very proud of them for the work they've done, bringing what people think and dream about to reality of what is out there and available, and trying to bring those two things together. I think they've done an impeccable job at that, and I tell them all the time, kudos to you for doing so.
There are a lot of people who have the false sense of security. I have one of those realtor apps. There is a big difference because you have right to the moment the homes that are available. There's nothing more disappointing than falling in love with a home on one of those apps and realizing it's not available anymore. And then you get 8,500 calls from people trying to sell you something as a result of calling one of those numbers.
It becomes very disappointing when they see something online via Zillow or Trulia or Realtor.com, and they get their heart set on going to look at it, and then they give you a call a day or two later, or maybe even an hour after they've seen it, and all of a sudden you have to break the news to them it's not available, and it hasn't been available for a week. There is a huge value to have a real estate agent that is on top of the game and is up to date. I talk about this all the time when we do our buyer consultations. There's thousands of realtors out there. You have all the choices you want to make. But when you're making one, you need to really sit down and think about it, because purchasing a home is the biggest investment you're going to make, and you want to be guided in the right direction. You want people you can trust. That's the number one thing, and someone who has your back along the way. Those are the principles that we bring to every single transaction. You know, at the end of the day, we try to make this job as easy, as pain-free as possible. And I think, too, by being voted Sumner County's best 3 years in a row, we're up to almost 500 past clients over the 6-year period I've been in real estate. And it amazes me every year for the Main Street Media Awards when I'll get a text and say, hey, we just voted for you guys. And it may be someone I talked to last week, and it may be someone I talked to or seen 6 months ago. Kudos to them. I appreciate all of our past clients and family and friends and relatives and everybody who votes for us. We're super blessed to have a great sphere around us.
Justin, here's another thing that is important. Do not underestimate how important it is to get the realtor that is in the community you either want to sell from or buy into. You are entrenched in Sumner County like nobody's business. And I know you can sell anywhere, but if someone's going to move to Sumner County or sell a house there, don't ever underestimate the contacts they have in the community where you're selling.
That's right. When I got into this business, at first glance, you always say, I want to spread my wings and go as far as I can go, right? I have learned over the last 4 or 5 years to be a master of your craft in the area you're at. Sumner County, in my opinion, is one of the best counties in Tennessee to live in. We have so many great things. We've got the Square on Gallatin. We've got the Strawberry Festival in Portland. We have the streets of Indian Lake for people to go to and shop. Sumner County has done a fantastic job with staying recent with the times, being able to provide things for the community that they can actually use and enjoy. The parks that we have are second to none. The greenways are awesome. I absolutely love working in my home county, in my hometown of Gallatin. My office is in Hendersonville. We love working everywhere, but it's really special for us when we can work with the hometown. I mean, that's kind of our bread and butter. That's where we stay. If you need to know who do I get a vacuum cleaner fixed at, I can tell you. Anything along the way that our clients need in Sumner County, we can direct them. I love Sumner County, and that's where my business is.
But I made the mistake of getting someone that I just happened to know. Said, well, I'll let you sell my house. Well, they live 3 counties away. So guess what? They didn't have contacts in my area. So the house just sat and sat and sat and sat. And finally, she came to me and she said, I just don't have any Bytes or whatever. So I turned around and got someone in my neighborhood who I saw a lot of signs from them, and lo and behold, it sold in 2 days. Justin, I want to encourage people that having someone who knows your neighborhood, you probably got people in your pocket right now, and you know that they are looking for a house in Sumner County.
We have a whole buyer pipeline of people who we're working with currently. One of my favorite things to do is what I call matchmaking in our business. And I don't know if a lot of people know what that even means, but I have a lot of people that this has happened over the last 4 to 5 years that say, hey, if our perfect home comes available, we're going to sell. So when that happens, we need you to be able to move fast on it. I'm like, perfect. I'm ready for you. I sit down with them, create a criteria, say, what is your perfect situation? What does that look like for you? We start to make our little roadmap to the finish line here. When I see something or something comes across that clicks and says, hey, this is perfect for Mrs. Smith, I call Miss Smith and say, this is coming up. We need to go look. And a lot of the times, Mrs. Smith's existing home, we probably have a buyer in the waiting looking for exactly what Miss Smith has. So we merge all of those into one deal there where we can close it simultaneous, and Miss Smith is able to move on. A buyer we've also been working with buys Miss Smith's house, and then Miss Smith's happy forever. I love matchmaking. That's what I call it. That is something that I thoroughly enjoy doing.
What is the most sellable price range right now for homes in Sumner County?
The most sellable price range right now, what we're seeing the best is $350 to $400 and lower. Now, there's a lot of factors that go in. If it's been taken care of, it's clean, well kept, those houses are moving. $350, $400, moving like hotcakes. When you get up to the $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 range, obviously your buyer pool goes down. But what I am going to say is the inventory, not only in Sumner County, but in Tennessee, is super, super low. We don't have enough housing. So the market is still great. I actually have a client, and I'm going to use this as an example. We've got a client that bought a house 6 months ago, did a few little upgrades. We had a little appraisal on it, see kind of what the value is, and they already have about $50,000 in equity, and they've invested about $16,000 in upgrades. So I'm telling you, if real estate is where to invest your money, interest rates are super low. $350 to $400 and down are moving. I mean, quick, with the right marketing, the right photography, the right plan, they will move.
Okay, let's talk upgrades, because I want to send everybody to Justin Tucker Realty's Instagram and to the Pinterest page, because you've got a lot of great ideas. Let's say we want to upgrade to sell. What are 2-3 things that they could do right off the bat and freshen everything up? It's going to make a difference for the walkthrough when people take a look at your house.
Fixtures in the house, number one. Try to be current on the fixtures. Right now, the brushed nickel and the bronze, that's stuff what people's wanting to see. But right now, brass is not what people are looking for. So I would say fixtures, ceiling fans, carpet, and paint. So if you have bedrooms that have, little stains and stuff, carpet's relatively inexpensive to do, pretty easy to get installed, patch all your holes, you need to declutter. And the goal is to move. So when I meet with a seller, I say, hey, our goal is to move. So we're going to have to pack some of this stuff up anyway. Let's go ahead and get a bunch of this stuff down off the walls. Let's get it freshened up and painted. We have a lot of complimentary services when you list with us that we kind of help with that. It's part of our package to help people sell their house. So landscaping, pressure washing, carpet, paint, and light fixtures, it would be my top 5 things.
It's amazing how the smell of fresh paint will make a place that is old seem like it's new and at least cared for. It's just amazing what that does. Just a little change here and there, and that's not the most expensive changes by any means. Paint is not that expensive, comparatively speaking, and especially if you can do it yourself. Even if you have some pretty pots with some fresh flowers, it's amazing the difference that makes when you walk into a home, isn't it?
It is. So you want your home to be screaming from the street, come on in. That's the goal. We want it to be as inviting as possible.
Where can we have people get in touch with you, and where can they find you on social media?
We have Facebook, we have Instagram, thejustintuckerteam.com. That's our website. It'll take you straight to our own platform where you can search homes without being on Zillow. The most up-to-date information on thejustintuckerteam.com. And if you need me directly, my number, 615-906-8458. I'd love to help anyone who needs help or advice.
And if you have a Pinterest page and you're getting ready to sell or to buy, I encourage you to follow the Justin Tucker Pinterest page, because there's tons of great ideas of things that you can do. I mean, I'm not even selling my house, and I found tons of ideas. I'm going to redo my house just based on your Pinterest page.
I'm glad that you've been able to use it.
It's awesome. So, well, thank you so much, Justin, for your time. You have a fabulous weekend and a great day, and happy birthday to that sweet wife of yours.
Hey, thank you so much. Have a great day.